Hello everybody! In today's video, we'll explore how to recover KVM virtual machine data in Linux. You will also see what to do when a virtual machine encounters a failure or when it refuses to boot, how to recover a KVM virtual machine and restore its operability. Files of a Linux KVM virtual machine are stored in a certain structure and have various formats depending on the type of information they contain. Here is the typical location of KVM hypervisor data files in Linux. var, lib, libvirt, images. The typical file extensions for KVM disk images are QCOW2, IMG, and ISO. These are the files that contain user data. Besides, the KVM hypervisor in Linux creates the following items: virtual machine configuration files, etc, libvirt, QEMU, virtual machine working logs, var, log, libvirt, QEMU, sockets, PID, runtime files, var, run, libvirt, libvirt network settings, etc, libvirt, QEMU, networks, dumps or templates of virtual machine settings, home user VMs or opt VM. So what shall we do if a KVM virtual machine gets damaged, can't boot or displays various errors? That is, when you have no access to the data inside such virtual machine and its files can't be read or copied elsewhere. To access the data of such virtual machine, let's use a data recovery tool, Hetman Partition Recovery. It's got two indisputable advantages over other software products of this type. The first advantage – it can mount disks created by most virtual machines. The second advantage – it works on all versions of Linux. To access the files of such virtual machine, let's run Hetman Partition Recovery. The app identifies the disks connected to this computer. To access the virtual machine, let's mount its hard disk in the Recovery app. To do it, click Mount Disk and select Linux KVM. If you have a virtual machine of different type, select it from the list. In the app window, choose the folder containing the virtual machine and click Open. Hetman Partition Recovery identifies automatically the disk of the selected virtual machine. Click Next. After that, the Linux KVM hard disk will appear among other disks as a mounted disk. To access its data, right-click on it and select Open. For starters, a fast scan will be enough. Here is the data stored in our virtual machine. Navigate to the required folder and save the required folder. As you can see, their contents can be seen in the preview window. Be warned, the Recovery app can identify even the files which were removed from the virtual machine while it was still working properly. Such files will be marked with a red cross. To have a file or folder recovered, select them and hit the Recovery button. Choose the directory where to save the recovered data. The files have been recovered. What shall we do if a Linux KVM virtual machine is deleted? Can it be recovered? Suppose we have a disk containing a virtual machine. It works properly and it contains some data. Imagine you have deleted it accidentally. By the way, a virtual machine can be deleted both from its interface and from the file manager of your operating system. To recover it, run hetman partition recovery. The app identifies the disks connected to this computer. Our virtual machine was stored on disk SDA2. Let's scan it. Right-click on it and select Open. For starters, a fast scan will be enough. Warning: depending on why the virtual machine was deleted and other factors, the recovery app may not find it after a fast scan. If this is your case, right-click on the disk where the virtual machine was stored and choose Analyze again. Select Full Analysis and specify the file system of your disk. Here is the data of the scanned disk. The virtual machine we're looking for was stored in this folder. Open the folder and you can see the virtual machine disk. This is the file we need to recover. To recover it, select the disk of the lost virtual machine and hit the Recovery button. Choose the directory where to save the recovered data. The selected virtual machine is recovered. As you can see, the disk of the required virtual machine is recovered. For convenience, let's move it to the KVM virtual machine folder. To run a freshly recovered virtual machine, open Linux KVM, select New Virtual Machine. In the next window, choose Import Existing Disk Image. Give the path to it, and the type of the operating system installed on such virtual machine. Select Memory and CPU settings, give your virtual machine a name, Alright, now the virtual machine starts easily from the freshly recovered QCOW2 disk. Let's go to the folder where its files were stored. They are all here and none is damaged. If a virtual machine refuses to boot from a freshly recovered disk, the disk might have been damaged. In this case, you can recover its data in the same way as we do it with a damaged virtual machine. That is, by importing the machine's hard disk file into the data recovery tool Hetman Partition Recovery. As you have just seen, Hetman Partition Recovery is not only a data recovery app to restore deleted files in Linux, but also a powerful tool to work with virtual machines of all kinds. And that is all for now. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Leave comments below to ask questions if you have any. Don't forget to subscribe to our social media and use the sponsorship feature on YouTube. This helps us develop and become much better. Thank you for watching and good luck!